Time to hunt.
Get that fixed. There we go. We're back. Monday X4. Everybody ready? We're going to be trying to finish up getting the yacht today. Get the camera. There we go. Got bumped up a little bit there, it looks like. Yeah, we're trying to finish getting the yacht today. We got to go explore.
Autopilot engaged.
Investigate the remnants of a derelict observatory, or Bosata, so we can figure out this particular material, so that we can hopefully finally get the yacht. I hope it doesn't take too much longer. I've already tried 3 separate sessions to get it, and there's another step and another step.
Entering Avarice 1.
Been Mr. chatting on Discord here. I'm gonna pull that up and respond to him.
Usually, it is easier to access a station like this in your spacesuit.
Of course it is. Alright. Whoa, where was your head at?
Rapier.
Floating eyeballs. That's suddenly my processor's being slow. Let's catch it back up. Alright.
Stellar Dynamics Observatory.
We're gonna move to the other side of this. I'm not gonna sit here and stare at the sun the whole time.
Assistant? I am picking up several ship signatures heading towards you at rapid speed.
Oh, great.
Stop right there. It has come to our attention that you've been frequenting systems which are under Syndicate protection a lot recently. We don't like it when outsiders come here and shake things up too much. We won't have it. It's bad for business. Now, you can either pay us a fee to allow you to continue going on your merry way, or you back off entirely. And before you try to get one over on us, we will not hesitate to blast you to atoms right here, right now. What will it be?
They want 7 million. Let's see, can I get back into my ship? Doesn't look like I'm good.
Rapier.
There we go. Because I'm not paying them 7.5 million. That's not going to happen.
Docking granted.
Do I even have weapons on here, though? Can't take command of it. Alright. Um, we're going to select I'll back off for now. See what happens.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Oops.
Well then, let's go, boys.
Oh, I don't understand what just happened there. I accidentally skipped over some dialogue. So we're going to reload. We're going to bring the Velvet Thunder over. I don't know why I was sticking with this little racer. It's fast, but we're past the racing point now, so. So let's transfer to the Velvet Thunder.
Entering system. Argon Prime.
It's getting... What was I having it doing? Don't remember. Let's send that to there. Dock and wait.
Gladius.
Hello there.
There's a scheduled upgrade. Alright, what is the upgrade? Let's cancel the order. Can't do it from there. There we go. Let's sell those. I don't know what I was having it do. Undock.
Stand by for launch. Lifting off now. Raising landing gear.
Engines ahead full.
Increasing velocity.
Autopilot.
Autopilot engaged.
Engaged. Entering system. Atikva's choice.
Some hostiles.
Entering system. Silent witness.
Alright, while we're on the way there, we're going to check the bounty board. Got 3.5 million for a Xenon Darkest Cascade. 3 million for one in Faulty Logic, although that's an eye. Man, that'll be a tough one. Let's get the most wanted here. 5 million for a Zyark Patrol Destroyer. Wanted by the Kingdom of Boron. Would I be willing to make myself an enemy of the Zyark to get that bounty? Maybe. That's a big bounty. Alright, let's switch back up to the Xenon only. Maybe.
We found something out here.
Entering system. Windfall.
So many fighters. Alright. Come on, autopilot. There we go.
Entering Windfall. 3. The Horde.
Are we in a loop again? It doesn't seem like it. It's just... There we go. It's fixing itself. Very good.
Vulture. Sentinel. Entering system. Avarice.
One jump to go. Still sitting there. When I get my Osaka fully built out, probably add another Osaka or two. We're gonna come back for the Urkling. Gotta get that ship somehow. But right now, just the sheer number of fighters that come in to defend it is ridiculous.
Entering Avarice 1.
Okay, autopilot, come on. That was an unnecessary stop.
Autopilot disengaged.
Cruise mode.
Hyperspace jump engaging.
All stop.
All stop.
Usually, it is easier to access a station like this in your spacesuit.
Quick save it here.
Hello there.
Gladius.
Assistant? I am picking up several ship signatures heading towards you at rapid speed.
Stop right there. It has come to our attention that you've been frequenting systems which are under Syndicate protection a lot recently. We don't like it when outsiders come here and shake things up too much. We won't have it. It's bad for business. Now, you can either pay us a fee to allow you to continue going on your merry way, or you back off entirely. And before you try to get one over on us, we will not hesitate to blast you to atoms right here, right now. What will it be?
Well, we're gonna go with our fuse back down. Now that I've got an actual fighter here. I kind of need to get to the fighter first.
Docking granted.
should have just kept away.
Oh no, they destroyed the satellite. Target nearest hostile.
Locking target.
Target nearest hostile.
Targeting.
Hull damage.
Yeah, the shields aren't coming back for some reason.
Hit.
Alright, the satellite is gone.
Escape pod.
My quest is to survive.
Those ruffians made sure they vaporized even the last remains of the station. Hold on, though. I can see something on the scanner. There seems to be some sort of black box floating amongst the rubble. See if you can access it.
Let's see if we can do this. Just give me one. It's on the other side. Man, that sun is rough. Oop.
Thankfully, the data on this black box does not seem to be damaged beyond repair. Yes, excellent. I managed to access the data and restore a voice recording. How exciting! I am initiating the recording now.
Log number 412. This is Dr. Doran Viv reporting from the research station Haddad. It has been 7 years since the cataclysmic initial event reshaped the Avarice system. Although I previously reported that progress on the matter of the tide phenomenon has been so slow as to be essentially imperceptible, I now believe that we have achieved a breakthrough. As established in preceding logs, we suspect that whatever instigated the tide phenomenon also weakened the surrounding fabric of space-time. Whether that cataclysmic event and the appearance of these anomalies is in some way linked to the ongoing jump gate shutdown has not yet become clear. What is evident, though, is that not all of these anomalies have the same properties. At first glance, they all appear to be unstable, and their destinations seem completely unpredictable when an anomaly is traversed. Our big breakthrough was realizing that the energy released by the tide can interact with a specific anomaly to temporarily stabilize it, which fixes the destination to reliably travel between the same two systems. This in itself is already an invaluable insight, as it suggests that, provided you apply enough energy, the properties of an anomaly can change. Unfortunately, our technology is nowhere near capable enough yet. What we found on the other side of the anomaly is so much more immediately significant. A completely unconnected system, devoid of life. In a fit of unexpected whimsy, I could not help but name said system Leap of Faith. Astonishingly, this solitary system houses an abandoned artificial structure, We were able to extract a condensate from it, which reacts violently when exposed to the tide's advancing energy. We believe that with some further research, we could utilize this material to create some shielding which would protect against the most destructive effects of the tide. While we don't yet know the nature of said alien structure, or how the stable anomaly works exactly, these findings undoubtedly have the potential to change life in this system for the better. The impact of the last tide must have destroyed some communication equipment on the station. I'm having trouble establishing contact, but repairs are currently underway. I cannot wait to share this discovery with the wider scientific community.
That was a long one. Let's get the repairs done. We'll undock and see what Bosotai has to
The
say.
recording ends here. The files indicate that this was the last log to be stored on the black box. I wonder what happened after this message was recorded. It seems that the scientists' findings never became public, since I cannot find any mention of a stable anomaly anywhere in the accessible archives.
With the Syndicate showing up like this, it really does seem like someone is going to great lengths to cover their tracks, does it not? I imagine that in this environment, any kind of leg up would inevitably yield enormous profits.
Assistant, would you look at that? I went back to the data we gathered from your beacons, and to my great shame, I have to admit that it does seem like I did indeed miss something rather crucial. With one of these anomalies, the reading changed for a fraction of a nanosecond, just before the tide hit. This change was easy to miss because the beacon ceased to function immediately afterwards. With this data, I can identify exactly which anomaly is alerted by the impact. I think we are very close to solving the Protection mystery. All you need to do is pass through the anomaly shortly after the tide has hit it. That should not be too hard for a resourceful pilot and a grade A assistant.
Huh. Now we gotta wait for the next tide. Alright. Autopilot.
Autopilot engaged.
Engaged.
21 minutes left. I imagine I'm gonna have to be on a station when the tide hits so I don't lose my ship. And then race to the anomaly. Should be interesting. In the meantime, let's see here. I've lost most of my traders because the Xenon are just everywhere. I still got my traders. They're assigned to stations. They're doing okay. What's happening over here? Nothing of significance. The Xenon have stayed out of Family Takur since we took it back. So that's good. Gestafoon, what have you got going on right now? Go to the plan. Looks like everything's built. So it's all set. It's got a recycle module. Yeah, it's fine for now.
Entering Avarice. 5 dead end.
Alright, let's find a station to hunker down in. We'll use this one. Let's get to the logical overview. Helium. The station is missing storage of this type in current plan. Alright, so that's the liquid, right? Got solid, solid. Did I really only put... there's container. So let's get... oh, no. I don't have the blueprint. Well, that's a problem for another day, then.
Autopilot disengaged.
Request docking.
Sending docking request. Lowering gear.
Successfully docked.
Signal leak. I'm not gonna bother with it though. Don't have time. Let's look. Give me the time left. Why don't I have the time left here? That's annoying. Alright, Osaka. Let's look at a review. What do we got? What are we missing that we want still? Or are you set? You're probably set now. Beam. Some bolts. Yeah, you're set for anti-fighter style. This will cost me 44 million. And it's not even actually full. It's still missing these weapons. Probably because I want to get those set up with plasma. Yeah. Which I have to get somewhere else. Terran doesn't have plasma. Otherwise, it's doing bolts there, beam there. Still, 44 million, I can't afford that yet. Light destroyer, that's no good. Mark 1 is usually what on the largest. Bolts. What's the range difference here? Less range, so yeah, bolt's probably better. We could probably use this as a siege style. 25 million, I can afford that. Then I'll have 2 Osakas ready to go. So upgrade that. Don't want the trading computer one. It doesn't have drones. Gonna do 1 cargo drone for... actually, no. We're gonna do 5 repair, 5 combat. And flares. It's up to 26 million now. I'm gonna do laser tower Mark 1. 50. Still affordable. 50 service crew, 25 Marines. Still affordable. Towers. There we go. We'll do 25. So that we don't have the missing resources. And let's save this as the Mark 1, overwrite that loadout. Add that to our list and confirm it. Alright. Undock.
Stand by for launch. Lifting off now. Retracting landing modules.
13 minutes to go. I hope that second Osaka is going to be the key to getting the Earl King. I really want to get that ship after we get the Astrid. But until then, and until this timer is done for the tide, we're just gonna fly around the station a bit. So there's a... Is that a signal leak there? Nope, that's just some actual flashing lights. Let's go get the signal leak thing. Since we can. We have the time now.
Docking granted.
Try to dock.
Docking aborted.
Aha. Just got unlocked. Well, don't really care about
Docking
that.
granted. Docking aborted.
Not buying anything from them right now, so I don't need a discount. $10 minutes. 11 minutes, actually. We'll do a quick save at about 2 minutes left, so we won't have to go back too far back if I were to fail. Waiting on these timers to go down is not the most fun. But it gives me time to practice my light skills, I suppose. Wonder if I can get through there. Yeah. allowed to go through there. Okay. That was different. So you can't go between the solar panels. Kind of sucks, but good to know anyway. Eight minutes. It's weird. Can't go between the solar panels, but you are able to get through here if it don't bounce around too much. Maybe it's because it's two separate units there, and the solar panels are one unit as far as the construction of them go. The joystick is sliding around on me. That's not good. That didn't work either. I only touched the shields though, so we're fine. Five minutes till the tide. Destroyed an enemy. I guess Delilah's swan song is out there smacking down some Xenon and Silent Witness. Minutes. I'm really wondering if I need to be docked when the tide comes through at this point, or if I'm supposed to try and go through the anomaly as the tide is hitting it. something. Minutes. What is making that awful noise? Nope, that's a ban. And a report. Let's see here. Report him. Copy that. Bots. And block. And also ban. Yep, it's gone. Alright. Zero tolerance for soliciting anything here, especially when it's against Twitch's policies. I refuse to buy viewers, followers. Alright, 30 seconds. Let's get a quick save in. We will stay out of the station for now and go straight to the point. And if that doesn't work, then we got a quick save here at about 30 seconds left. Enough time to get docked.
Autopilot engaged.
Oh, don't do that. Autopilot.
Autopilot disengaged. Ship on intercept course. Entering system. Sacred relic.
No, I don't think that's where I'm supposed to be. Nope. So we're gonna reload that quick save. I went through the thing before it was supposed to, and then I got distracted by the ship on intercept course. That confused me. But it's because I got a bounty on my head. Excuse me. Lost connection to chat. All right.
Greetings, fellow denizens and voyagers. This is Tidebreak, the station built into an asteroid so massive it withstands even the most vigorous of tides. If you're not already accommodated at one of our safe havens, or on the way out of the system, we now strongly advise you to engage your travel drive and haste into safety. That's it for now. Fly safe.
Be ready when the anomaly activates. Another 13 minutes to go. What? Okay. Well, that sucks. So I gotta waste another 13 minutes.
Unstable warp anomaly.
Yeah. Which took me somewhere last time. Way down there. Ah, let's go through it. Because it's a sector I haven't explored yet. So why not? And now it's not taking me anywhere. Did I hit it wrong? There we go.
Entering system. Black hole sun.
Oh.
Autopilot engaged.
Yeah, it does randomly take you anywhere, doesn't it? Alright. We can waste a little bit of time on the flight back, I guess. Unknown station there. Alright, let's get that racer. Actually, this rapier. You haven't explored Black Hole Sun thoroughly. So go do that. Because there's a station we don't know about here. And then when you're done there, explore there. And then we don't have Path to the Prophet explored. So, we'll do that next. And then we'll see what else we might have. Eleven and a half minutes until the unstable warp hole is ready. See if I can fix that over here. Don't want his chat showing up. No, that was the wrong one. Let it reset. There we go.
Entering system. Windfall.
Awaiting orders.
Requesting immediate backup.
Who's requesting backup? Anybody I care about? That was Delilah. Awaiting orders. I think. Just sitting there doing nothing. There's a bunch of Xenon out there. They'll come over to Delilah eventually. She'll be able to handle that, no problem. Here's our Osaka Mark 1. Let's assign that to... we'll put it on attack with Commander. Alpha. Just like the other Osaka. But the other Osaka is still guarding our salvage station for now. We'll leave it there until we're ready to use them. See, 9 minutes. Oh, this salvage out here. It's not selectable, so maybe it's not actually salvageable. Okay. I feel like I should have put the air conditioner on tonight. It's getting a little bit warm in here. I feel like this quest line is the quest line of countdown timers.
Entering Windfall 3, the Horde.
Seven and a half minutes left. I think we'll get back there in time. Hope so. Otherwise, we're waiting on everything in, or reload to that 30 seconds and only have to do the second timer.
Entering system.
6 minutes
Avarice.
and 2 jumps to go. We should be fine.
Autopilot.
Take
Disengage.
over here. Autopilot's not going to be exactly perfect here. Cruise mode.
Entering Avarice.
Hyperspace jump
1.
engaging.
Three minutes. Come on. So, one, I hope we don't have to worry about avoiding the tide. Two, I hope this all works out, because I just now overwrote the quick save. Should be fine though. 3 minutes, 3.5 minutes. Got one jump left, and we just gotta get to the warp bubble. Anomaly. Cruise mode.
Entering
Jumping to light
Avarice.
speed.
5. Dead end.
Two and a half minutes. Just gotta make sure we don't go through it right now before it's ready. I'll stop.
Cutting engines.
Greetings, fellow denizens and voyagers. We sincerely hope that you found your way into safety, as the sun is now erupting. The tide will now travel through the system and, with violent force, damage stations and ships alike. Be safe.
Let's do another quick save here. I think with this quick save we have enough time to get there and get docked if we have to do that on a reload. Otherwise, I'm hoping to ride out the tide here and go through the anomaly as soon as it's over. Alright. Now we just wait. Got a minute and a half. Not sure how confident I am in the idea of riding out the wave. No way to tell what it's going to do to us, I guess. I've never been in the wave where I've always been docked, so who knows? Here comes the wave. Ten seconds.
Entering system. Leap of faith.
All right.
And you are through. Initial measurements of the immediate area show no hazardous regions or other immediate threats nearby. In the log, the Nomad researcher spoke of finding an unnatural alien structure in the system. Assistant, let us see if we can find this intriguing construct. From what I can tell, this system seems to be subject to a phenomenon similar to the tide in the Avarice system. But these spikes in energy are far less frequent. Unlike Avarice, however, the source of the outburst appears to be a black hole which periodically emits radiation. But this is no reason to worry, Assistant. This event seems to release significantly less energy in comparison.
Okay. There is a squared rectangle looking thing over there. Oh, wrong button. Wrong mode. Actually. So I feel like that might be the thing we're looking for. Yep.
I can see the structure on my scanners. Conducting an initial examination now. How
like this
utterly
bright orange.
fascinating. Assistant, the structure in front of you here is incredibly old. To the point where I am having difficulties dating it correctly. My equipment cannot read the data. But an educated guess would be that this structure is astonishingly ancient. My hypothesis would be that it was abandoned by its architect several millennia ago. This means the structure is most likely to be of Sonan origin. It also explains why my attempts at replicating the Protection condensate have failed so far. The Sonan are said to be in possession of technology vastly superior to that of the races we are currently in contact with. Unfortunately, we do not know much about them, other than they are in some way connected to the jump gates. I wonder what it was that they were doing here, and whether it was in some way related to the tide phenomenon. Hold on. We are not alone. According to my readings, yours is not the only vessel that has happened upon this structure.
Would you look at that? It is Bradley. What is he doing here?
He appears to be familiar with the structure already.
So the structure
Assistant?
potentially built by the gate
The second
builders.
vessel is heading this way. Curiously, the new ship is of the same custom asteroid type.
Brad, finally, there you are. We agreed to do these resupply runs together to cut down on the time we actually spend hauling the stuff back to our distribution center. Yeah, save it. I had North River Company business to deal with. Apparently a sore loser has been snooping around, and I had to throw them off, you know. What the? A great job you did. Look who just happened to sneak up on us here. Hey, you. What are you doing here? I can't believe you found our nowhere space. 7 years. We managed to keep this place secret for 7 years. What do we do now, Lee? Well, this is something best discussed in person. You, come on over for a little chat.
Okay,
What a curious turn of events.
interesting.
Their panicked reactions confirm that this is indeed where they obtain their Protection. It is not really their product. It will be interesting to hear what they have to say for themselves. This feels like our best shot at finding a way to help the disenfranchised people of the Avarice system.
Alright, I see that there's an ad break. We're going to pause until the ad break is over. Mister. I guess his little one's still not gone to bed yet. Here we go.
Docking not possible.
So I have to get out of my ship to dock.
Hello.
That's
Seeking permission. Deploying landing module.
Gladius.
that's not good for me. I'll be virtually defenseless in my little spacesuit. So, does this station?
Eye of the Beholder.
Wow, that's quite the name.
Protectium container. Protectium container. Eye of the Beholder. Docking not possible.
So does Eye of the Beholder make Protectrion more? Or are they just collecting what is left over?
Docking granted.
Shouldn't have left that open.
It is incredible how the interior of a ship of this size can look so amazingly lavish.
Right? I'm gonna look around the ship before I go and confront them. Here's the bridge. Wow, look at that. It's like wooden floors on a spaceship. That's pretty neat. And then what we got back here? Oh, there's the twins. I will.
Great prophet! They really are non-Telani twins.
Okay, I'm not sure what you mean by that, but oh, look at that. A pool. Can we get in the pool? No. That's an interesting statue. A bar and dining room. Very cool. Guess that's their logo. My logo will replace that soon. It's down here. A sitting area. This must be when you have landed on a station. That's the exit. Hello, little iBot. That looks like a probe droid from Star Wars. Elevator. Okay. I thought I saw a bed when I was observing it from the outside once before. Then maybe I saw the bar.
So you came. Wise choice. This one has a good business sense. I can tell. Yes, and we will get to that. Now, if you don't mind me asking, how did you find this place?
Yep, recovered the black box.
Yes. I knew that our efforts to clean up should have been more thorough. It seems our contacts in the Vigor Syndicate are slipping. I paid them an obscene amount of credits to make you go away. And look where that has left us. Yes, well, clearly that did not work. So, how about we approach this from a different angle? As you probably figured out, this here is our very own golden goose. We have no idea what this whole construct is about. But we did figure out that we can use the condensate surrounding it as shielding against the tide. We are in a very unique position. The people of Avarice absolutely need it. Only we can provide it. Are you able to follow along so far?
Yep. Well, let's go with the why the artificial scarcity.
Oh, please, don't be naive. Because we can, of course. As far as we can tell, the reserves here could supply the entire galaxy for centuries, and we would not run out. The stuff is highly potent, highly advanced. But who'd be willing to repeatedly pay us obscene amounts of money if they knew that?
And how did you find it?
Honestly, sheer luck, like you wouldn't believe. I was just returning from a trade run when the tide hit my ship and pushed it into the anomaly. I don't know exactly why, but I could immediately tell this system was different. Put that down to my entrepreneurial spirit, huh? Anyway, my ship was pretty badly damaged from the impact, so it took me a while to get everything back into shape. Once it was operational again, I eventually came across the derelict station and the Protectian. Someone else must have come before us, though. I was able to interface with technology that was very similar to ours to access the Protectian. I suspect it was those nomad researchers. It took us a while to figure out how to properly transport and store this stuff. But from there on out, it was just a few lucky breaks, and knowing which people to pay, both to figure out the product at hand and to make any troublemakers disappear.
Alright, I get it.
Good. Then you probably know where we are heading with this. Now, obviously we need you to keep quiet about this. We could try to kill you, but as you might have noticed, we are not thugs, and our ships are certainly not made to shoot anyone. I mean, sure, we could set the Vigor Syndicate on you again, throw waves and waves of hired gunmen at you until you are dead, and you would die eventually. But why should we? It's costly and unpredictable, and by the time you are permanently done for, knowledge of this place might have spread throughout the entire universe. We cannot risk that. Yes. So how about we offer you an unofficial position in this enterprise? You are here now. That means clearly the Vega Syndicate's leadership is slipping. You could be the change of management we have been looking for. Of course, we would pay you handsomely. And who knows? If we get along well, we might even allow you to buy an Astrid-class ship of your own. You know what? Think about it. Take a look around this ship. Make sure to really take in all of the luxurious details. The exquisite wood paneling.
Mister!
Is authentic wood, by the way. None of that synthetic rubbish. And the marble flooring. Really think about what your next steps will look like. You could rise to the top with us. When you have made up your mind, speak with us again, and we will set everything in motion.
Alright, so obviously initially I missed a little bit.
I seriously hope you're not considering this.
I'm actually considering
We
it.
have seen what their business practices do to people's lives.
Don't care.
Lives snuffed out in a fraction of a second, day after day. They could have put an end to it any time they deemed fit. Oh, and to think that I defended them from criticism for so long, thinking that the Syndicate was the problem.
Assistant, if you have a moment, I have some interesting developments to report to you. As you entered this sumptuous ship, I was able to exploit a weakness in the ship computer's operating system. It appears that the Astrid's engines and systems are uniquely impressive, but the twins did not afford the same attention to detail to their internal security systems. I am happy to report that I have limited read access to their database, and I could potentially access a blueprint that would allow you to set up a condensate containment facility in direct competition with the twins. There is a slight caveat though. I would not be able to copy the blueprint without them noticing, and I cannot guarantee that I can access this file for much longer. This means that you will need to decide whether to fall in line with the North River Company, or strike out on your own and offer the Protection at a much more affordable price. I am afraid you cannot have your bofu and eat it.
I can't have the both of it and eat it too. Alright, so we yes. I mean, they also said they'd pay me handsomely. They're like, the Vigor Syndicate is slipping, so there's room for new management. I'm like, can I take over the Syndicate? Can I be their henchman and get paid really well and get the yacht? Because I feel like if I do the other route, I've got to worry about setting up all the infrastructure to sell the Protectreon. And would that mean I need to manually come into this area to collect it and bring back? Because I'm sure I can't send a NPC ship. They wouldn't wait for the tide to come in correctly. Oh, but this ship is nice. It's very nice. I was commenting on the wood paneling, and then there's like, oh, it's real wood paneling. Like, oh my goodness, I love it. It's got a pool. I want to swim in the pool, but unfortunately, we can't actually get in the pool. That's a little unfortunate. And then it's got its own. I mean, I'm looking at boats. I like boats, so I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos on super yachts, like our current world super yachts, and then I see this thing. It's like, oh my goodness, it's like a super yacht from our world, only it's in space. Love it. All right, let's see here. As a Terran, I think I'm going for the work with these guys, because I don't care. I mean, the other people, if they can't afford it, they can't get to a station. I mean, the tide is timed. We know when it's going to hit, so if you can't get to a station, well, that's your own fault for not planning your trip correctly. So yeah, I'm going to join with these guys. Like, hey, I'll be the third manager.
This ship sure is something, is it not? Oh, the magnificent opulence of it all. That'll make anyone want to keep their mouth shut, right? We deserve to be on the top. With all your good work so far, you clearly deserve to be rewarded too. What do you say? Are you in?
Nice. If you saved while in the asteroid, you gotta play it. You fixed that. Nice. I love it. Still tough. I'm gonna side with them. We got a save game before signing with them, so we'll do a new save. We'll just keep that save of for future reference.
What?
Very well. We can't say it surprises us, given what we have to offer, but we are relieved nonetheless. I will transfer the payment of credits momentarily, as agreed. As I mentioned before, we are looking to replace the Vigor Syndicate as our right hand. We will get in touch again shortly.
This is incredible. How could you betray the people of Avarice like that?
I didn't betray anybody.
How dare you? I considered you a dear friend.
You were just a means to an end for me.
Together. You saved my life.
Saved your life so I could use you. That's really all that comes down to. I'm gonna teleport back to my ship. I was like, how can I betray the people of Avarice if I've had no allegiance to them to begin with? It's like, they were there. They were people.
We contacted our Vigor Syndicate intermediary, but they do not seem to be receptive to the idea of a change in leadership. In order to facilitate a smooth transition of power between the Syndicate and yourself, you should demonstrate that you, yourself, are not one to be messed with. And what better way is there to do just that than to kill the leader?
Okay.
Surely that would do the trick. Yeah. Oh, and you also need to clean up your own loose ends. Now, I don't know who you have worked for so far, but if there's anyone out there that could expose the company and its secrets, they need to be dealt with discreetly.
Okay. Where is that anomaly? Over here somewhere, I guess. Or I guess I could just leave the Velvet Thunder here in this system. Teleport to one of my other... Should I do that? Yeah, let's do that. We're going to leave the Velvet Thunder here. And we're going to go to the Swan Song. I got paid $25 million. I like it. I'll just save. That's one of the biggest payouts I've had in this game so far. $25 million. I'm going to buy myself another Velvet Thunder. Or another Gladius. And we'll name it...
Entering system.
I don't know what we'll name
witness.
What are we going to name it? It's got to be worthy of my new position. Buy ships. S. Gladius. What does template 2 got? Got the combat engines, combat thrusters, Mark 3 shields, very good. First weapon is Proton Barrage Mark 1? What? Why Mark 1s? Let's look at the pulse lasers. What is better? Pulse lasers has got better heat buildup, better speed, and better range. You know what? We're gonna go with that. That top one will be that. That'll be that. I'm gonna make it a little bit like an X-Wing. Got all that. I want that for my personal one. Consumables. It's fine. Got a crew. We're going to rename this. The Godfather. We'll go with that. Why not? Now, as soon as that's ready, we're going to start have the Swan Song make its way here. Flying way to there so that we're on our way. And as soon as the Godfather is ready, it's going to come over. Alright, so Nestor, am I a horrible person for siding with the twins? Am I a typical Terran? Yeah, okay. I am playing Terran, yep. It's expected of a Terran to be a bit horrible. Yeah. Yeah. So we're definitely kind of like applying the... Since it's not like full on RPG or not a completely fleshed out history for the characters, we're definitely applying the concept of Star Trek Terrans to the Terrans here, it feels like. Actually, no. Cancel that. And dock there. Because that guy's moving. So who's that I'm going after right now? Dagobus. Is that my trade partner? Former trade partner? Sorry, buddy. Shouldn't have trusted me. Come on, Delilah, jump already.
Entering system. 18 billion.
Alright, I'm going to take over now. Oh, Nister, how was your vacation last week? It was good. Good. All rested and refreshed, right? Right? Oh, that's why I do staycations most of the time now. Even this last one I did when my parents came over. I completely got out of my routine. I'm still trying to get back into my routine. That and just like, I don't know, you're right. It's like you have a vacation, then you feel like you need time to recover from the vacation. It's, don't know why, but that's the way it's always been.
Entering system.
So he's still
Windfall.
flying around with the little ship that got him with damaged hull and no shields. Why did he never go and upgrade it? Oh, he started going back the other way now. 10-hour drive, 8-hour drive back, less traffic. Okay, I was gonna say, how's it 8 hours back? Oh yeah, it can definitely be tiring. I understand that, and there's never like, oh, I don't want to do this with my little one or anything like that. But if it's not something you do all the time, it is very different from the normal get up and go to work, and it can be very, very tiring. Yeah, absolutely. So Mrs. Nister, she's doing a.
You have come to make sure that I do not impact on your new friend's bottom line. I should have expected as much. A real company man. Go ahead. Do your worst.
Oh, I will do my worst. Let's use that for I know the pain. Fortunately, my little one has decided to actually get in the pool now, but yep. The most recent one for me, my wife has a friend that works at a horse stable. Yeah. And my little one, she loves ponies. She does the whole, we've watched not the recent My Little Pony, it's a little too political. But the old one, with Twilight. We've been watching that one. She loves it. So my wife has a friend that works at a horse stable, so we went there, and the friend got the horse all ready, saddled and everything. And then when the little one got up on top, she didn't. She was worried about the height. A little bit different than just the pool, but she used to do the same stuff with the pool and everything else. It's a struggle for. I think it's going to be anytime there's some new stuff or other things. They want to sit there and watch. They don't necessarily want to do everything that we thought they wanted to do.
Magpie, Sentinel, Ides, Vanguard.
Oh, she used to like going, just not this time. Yeah. Well, I've seen on occasion. I don't remember any specific examples right now, but there's been the occasion where my little one's like, oh, I want to do this thing. It's like, okay, well, let's go do it. When we get there, it's like, oh no, I wanted to do this or watch or whatever. And it's like, she didn't know how to articulate what she actually wanted to do. She didn't want to actually do the thing. She just wanted to watch other people do the thing. Which, communication, it can be hard. All right, where is he going? Force me to chase him all over. And so Mrs. Nestor, she's doing a more education, furthering her education. Is that what the courses were about? Or is it like supplemental for a current job type thing? You know, there are some jobs out there is like, need you to continue to study because there's new things happening. Get in there. Nope. I really need my Gladius to be able to do this. Oh. Language course. Okay, gotcha. Do you have to do that as well, or do you get different criteria since you're employed by a company? I guess you were sponsored by the company in some way as well.
Entering system. Avarice.
Because you have a German password. Okay. But wait a minute. Okay. Interesting. So next year, I've got to try and get my Swedish citizenship. Assuming it doesn't mess me up too much on stuff I'm still doing in the States. But if I don't do it next year, more than likely the next time I try to do it, they will have stricter laws, such as have to speak the language fluently. They do bigger background checks. They're looking at expanding all that, making it a little bit harder to apply for citizenship in Sweden. They're doing the research now, then they're just going to draft the law next year, and then, year after. And then 2026, they might vote the law in. It's a very long process. On the one hand, I'm like, no, don't do it yet. I don't want to have to go through all those tests. But on the other hand, I'm like, yeah, I think every country could stand with a little bit stricter immigration laws. With some exceptions. If a company really wants somebody from outside, they couldn't find somebody in country, then All right, go out of the country and get it, and shouldn't make that person go through a bunch of hoops. Anyway. This guy is too fast for my sin.
Entering Avarice 1.
Was desperate to get rid of Vizo's passport. But why was he desperate to get rid of it? Wouldn't he at that point... well, I guess I don't know German law, so the closest I have to it is Swedish law. When our little one was born, she immediately, because she was born in the States, she got U.S. citizenship. But because her mother was a Swedish citizen, she also got Swedish citizenship at the same time. She now has both passports. And I think until she turns 18, she really doesn't have to worry about anything.
Sentinel.
Like, she doesn't have to choose between them or anything like that.
Ides Vanguard.
Why are you shooting at me?
He asked me why I was shooting at him. Because I am the new syndicate leader. That's why. Now I gotta kill that guy. Oh yeah, filing taxes is not free. Well, actually, it can be. It's just the forms on the site, because you can go to the IRS website, fill out the online forms, electronic forms and everything, and file them, print them off maybe, and file everything for free. But the forms are extremely complicated. They don't make it easy at all. So most people end up going to some kind of tax company. I use TurboTax, which ends up not being free. But that's going to be, whether you get the passport or not, you're going to be required to do that. The passport, as far as I know, what I've looked into, has nothing to do with that. It's whether or not you're a citizen. Which, because I mean, you got plenty of people in the States that are U.S. citizens, don't have a passport, and have to file. So they do it. If you have a Social Security number issued by the states, you're expected to file taxes until you. There's a form. Like I said, I looked into it a little bit because I'm gonna have to deal with that at some point when I decide on Swedish citizenship or not. But there's forms you can submit to be like, I surrender my citizenship, which then alleviates you of any
Entering
tax liability.
4.
Autopilot.
Autopilot engaged.
Engaged.
Now I could be a little wrong there, but that's what I've seen in my recent research. You meant citizenship. Okay, gotcha. Yeah. Yeah. And I'm torn because my client is in the States. My former employer, my client, is in the States. I'd break in 5 minutes, and it's just easier to have him pay me to my bank account in the States, which I can't hold unless I have a U.S. citizenship. But then I'm also I'm paying taxes in Sweden. So when I do, this last year when I did my taxes, I was like, look, I paid these taxes to Sweden. And there's a treaty between the U.S. and Sweden to where if you're paying your taxes to Sweden, the U.S. will not charge you taxes. Well, it's whoever is more. It's like, for instance, Sweden charges 30%. U.S. is around 20%. So if I paid 30% to Sweden, U.S. is like, well, you've already paid your taxes above what we would charge, so you don't pay any taxes here. So while I still file my taxes, I'm not actually paying anything outside of the TurboTax fee, which is like $50. But having the ability to have the bank accounts and everything, and still have my credit in the States, which allows me to use my credit cards, that's very beneficial. Because I don't have any kind of credit here in Sweden. In general, I think we'd all can agree that taxes suck. And every country could do with some tax overhauling and making the whole process simpler. Despite how infinitely difficult it is to get, yes, it's very difficult to give it up. So, at what point does the U.S. government is like, okay, yep, you're, yeah, you still have to notify the U.S. government that you're now a UK citizen somewhere, which I would imagine is some kind of long form that they want you to fill out. Disable autopilot.
Autopilot disengaged.
Fly through manually. Yeah, I've seen that too, that it's like very difficult to give it up. So, as I got about a year to really decide. But right now, just for the moment, I'm like, it's easier just to keep it. I got certain benefits that make it worthwhile to keep it.
Entering system. Windfall.
The embassy. Okay, yeah. That would be... I guess, even though there might be a long form involved, it's a little bit easier to get them to hand you that form. If like, oh, hey, I'm a citizen here now. I'm like, okay, fine, here's the form. But if you're not a citizen yet, you're like, no, we don't want to give you up. You have to jump through more hoops if you're not a citizen at a certain country yet, maybe. So I don't know if Sweden has the allegiance thing. That's interesting. I wonder. Alright, that's a big old long article I'm not going to read right now. There's the Godfather. There's that guy. Just because he hasn't paid taxes all the time, so in theory he had hundreds of thousands of fines against his name. Yeah. That would be...
Autopilot engaged.
Oh yeah, I absolutely agree with that. I think that there is, without, I mean, I've got a lot of opinions on the U.S. tax system.
Entering Windfall for Aurora
Certain
Stream.
taxes that were introduced during some war times, like income tax, was the reason they gave for introducing it was for there was some kind of war. I don't remember which war it was. It was like we they used a law that allowed the government to make certain steps because war was happening, which allowed them to create income tax, and then they never got rid of it. They were supposed to get rid of it, and they never did. But when it comes to like your friend's situation, no, there's no reason they should have ever had to pay taxes to the states in any way. And the states being like, oh no, you owe taxes, you owe all this. It's like, no, why? I completely disagree with that. With the way the U.S. tried to handle that. And I agree with you that he shouldn't have had to pay anything.
Farm.
And it makes more sense now why he was trying to get rid of it so bad, because if the states was really trying to come after him that way, I would have done the same thing. In my situation, I lived there for 32 or 33 years. I came here only within the last couple of years. So, a little bit different situation. I could, once I get Swedish citizenship, if I get Swedish citizenship, I could potentially stop everything in the U.S., but then I'd also lose a lot of benefits I got going on over there. Like, I have disability from the military. If I give up my U.S. citizenship, that goes away. And I've got a bad hip that's going to have to get replaced at some point. So I don't know if I want to get, and if I'm still in the disability with the military, then it gets replaced for free. I don't have to pay a single penny out of pocket for it. And my disability check would go up too, because then I'd be more disabled. So, every situation is different, I guess. But yes, taxes in general need to be redone. I think sales tax would be perfectly fine. Do sales tax. And in Sweden, we got sales tax, we got the value-added tax, and then we got income tax. It's like, where's it stop? They're taxing every single dollar. They tax the dollar you make. They tax the dollar that you spend, twice in some cases. And the States does it too. It's like, so your money is really getting taxed. And depending on the circumstance, your money's getting taxed 3 or 4 times. Alright, so this guy's docked here. Oh no, I'm supposed to destroy the big farm entirely. Okay. I've got the other Osaka with me.
Autopilot disengaged.
Well, let's get a save in. Time to show the syndicate who's boss. I'm the boss.
We cannot tolerate your actions.
I cannot tolerate you.
Stop your attack immediately. You
No.
will now suffer the consequences.
This is Sector
Okay.
Security. Comms channel open.
Reporting an attack against the station.
Affirmative. Criminal record has been updated.
Is that fighter squadron coming after me? They're blue still.
Explosion imminent.
Yep, they're coming after me. Oh, Whole freaking fire squadron.
Enemy spotted.
Explosion imminent.
That was cool.
You're wrecking my shields.
Alright, Mister, have you ever watched the TV show The 100?
Explosion imminent. Stop your attack.
Yep, The 100. It's a post-apocalyptic dystopia. Okay.
Reporting an attack against the station.
It's on Netflix right now, at least here in Sweden. I imagine it might be on in Germany too. I love it. It's a great show. First 4 seasons, I think, probably the best seasons. Why did I thought it said explosion imminent. I guess not. It's a lot of fun. I'd highly recommend watching all of it. At least the first 3 or 4 seasons. They're the best. When they, without any actual spoilers, they eventually leave Earth and then it gets weird. But before that, it's really good.
Danger.
We're taking it.
Resist. You shouldn't be having any issue.
Danger.
You are having issues. Why are you having so many issues? That Osaka's about to get destroyed. Alright, I want you to go there. Why is it that my capital ships that I'm not commanding get taken out so fast?
Incoming missile. Danger. Explosion imminent. Danger.
Explosion and what was destroyed? Well, what blew up?
Stop your attack. You will now suffer the consequences.
This is sector security. Comms channel open.
Reporting an attack against the station.
I lost the Osaka that I just bought.
Criminal record has been updated.
Danger.
And I'm about to lose the Sin as well.
Danger.
Get me out of here.
All damage.
Yep. They can muster a lot of fighters, man. So many fighters.
Incoming missile.
Really shouldn't have done it.
All day now.
Okay, let's reload that quick save. How did they get so many spiders? There's like hundreds of them. I reckon I'll let the Sokka get a little bit closer to me this time, so that we're working together instead of independently. And it will set up, let to change its turrets to attack fighters. All its small turrets attack fighters, and the large ones will well, set them to whatever, I guess. Because I think it's by default it's on just defense ship, which is not gonna. It's not gonna do very well at that. With that setting. I'm gonna start up top. Loadouts, all of them set to attack fighters, but large is going to switch to all enemies. And all the mediums will be attack fighters. Yep. Good to go. Let it come in close. Let's change our formation. Line abreast. It's not moving forward. What's up with the formations not working? I've never had a formation work properly for me. I'm just now realizing that. I've tried to use them, but they don't work when I'm in the lead ship. And it could just be me. Maybe I'm not doing them right. I don't know.
That was a really silly thing to do.
Danger. Incoming missile.
Call yourself a pilot.
Incoming missile.
Stop your attacking. Will now suffer the consequences.
This is Sector Security. Comms channel open.
Reporting an attack against the station.
Acknowledged. Criminal record has been updated.
Incoming missile. Danger. Alarm. Incoming missile. You're making a big mistake.
Is that little socket firing over the top of it? It is.
Incoming
Nice.
missile.
Stop your attacking. Will now suffer the consequences.
This is Sector Security. Comms channel open.
Reporting an attack against the station.
Affirmative. Criminal record has been updated.
You're making a big mistake. Incoming missile. Danger.
Keep reporting it.
Affirmative. Criminal record has been updated.
We're going to tell the Osaka to escape this time. Maybe it won't get lost.
I can't handle this.
Incoming missile. Danger. Explosion imminent. In danger. Explosion imminent.
Ah, the Osaka was just destroyed. Come on.
Danger.
There goes my shields. So many fighters. That's what it comes down to. There's so many fighters out there. I can't believe how many fighters there are. There's all my weapons gone.
Incoming danger.
Look at this.
Incoming missile. Danger.
Alright. Don't need to build up my fleet. Go back to the drawing board. That's a serious number of fighters, even for a capital ship to deal with. I mean, it is nearly time to build up the fleet, I suppose. It's just I'm barely getting enough money to keep the fleet I have supported. So, is there anything? Tokyo carrier, auxiliary builder, carrier. What's SC? What did that mean for SC? Don't remember. 72 million. No, can't afford that. Let's go medium. So the katana. katana. Mark 1. 5 million apiece. These on strings. That's not gonna be good against fighters. The turrets. We can switch those to beam. Oh no, they could stay as bolts. It's more maneuverable. So it'll actually work out better on the more maneuverable ship. I'm gonna spend all the money I just earned. Get 2 of them. 2 won't be enough. 6 won't even be enough, really. So if it's not enough, I'm not going to waste the money on it. Not yet.
Farm.
Let's give this another shot. Mark hostile. Confirm.
Incoming missile.
Stop your attacks. Allow something to happen.
This is Sector Security. Mountain order.
Reporting an attack against the station.
Confirmed. We're ready to
And we have plasma turrets.
Danger. Incoming missile.
So getting that close to them is a mistake. Big mistake.
You're just asking for it. Danger.
I'll make sure you track that. Only get you.
Danger. Incoming missile.
try a little bit differently here.
Hello.
Hello.
All those fighters coming. It's going to be tough. Attack.
Incoming missile.
We'll have to do more damage than that.
Gladius.
Come on, come on, come on.
We were hit.
Undock.
Stand by for launch. Lifting off now. Retracting landing gear.
Confirmed.
Target nearest hostile.
Locking on.
Target nearest hostile.
Target.
Socket was destroyed. Yeah.
This is Sector 6.
Narrow Auschwitz. Goodness.
Reporting an attack.
Confirmed. Original record has been updated.
Nope. All right. Not yet. I think I'm going to have to bring in my own fighter squadron at this point. I'm struggling with, do I just buy a bunch of Gladiuses or Kakuris? Because, I mean, the Kakuris are going to just like, they're going to be swatted down like gnats, I think. They're much smaller. They don't pack as much of a punch. And if you load them up with meson cannons, they're just a glass cannon then. So I don't know what to do. Right now it's more of a, how do I spend the money wisely? Because, well, I mean, if I had enough ships, no problem. No problem at all. But I don't have enough ships. And I don't know if I could actually buy enough ships, so I really got to buy the right ships. How many fighters can the Delilah hold? Excuse me, I'm not either. Which is why typically when I play, I like build up an economy, have tons and tons of money, so I don't have to worry about spending it wisely. I got it. But because I'm playing this very differently now, I have to spend it more wisely. Alright, so the Osaka. Is this the Osaka? No, this is the Sen. The Sen can hold 40 small ships. So I'm gonna go with this squadron. It's gonna have to be a fighter squadron of some kind. Oops, it's already in the menu. So let's just look at the Kakuri. Let's load it up with a high preset. Just compare the high presets together. And on high presets, doing the meson stream and everything, which is, I feel like that's a horrible idea. You're getting one shot at things and they're not gimbaled at all. It's gonna run me 8.5 million. Average. Where these will do 12. Alright, let's go make a curries. We can get more of them. Combat. Mark 3 shields. I am not going to do the Meson streams. I don't feel like that's... We'll put one Meson stream on here. We'll do that one as a Meson. And then... Shield damage 269. Shield damage 82. You have to go with the Proton Barrage. Get the damage in there. No docking computer. Flight assist. Don't care about scanners. We'll just go with the basic on all that. We'll give them the flares. No missiles, no mines, nothing else like that. Pilot. 2 service crew. Let's save this as a template. It's just under 5 million, so let's call it the 5M. Let them be renamed that way. Add to the shopping list. I can only get 7. That's not going to be enough. And it uses all my money as well. Alright, we have the template saved. Let's hold off for a minute. Where is this Osaka at? Oh, close, sorry. So maybe if I have both Osakas with me. So 3 capital ships, all 3 of which working together with their beam weapons to take out the fighters. Because I'm getting really close to destroying the station. I get real close to it. Just as Osaka, the second Osaka goes down. But if I got both of them over there instead of just one of them, maybe we could do it. Maybe.
Entering system. The Void.
Let's turn SATA on.
Entering system. Second contact.
Tell me again why the large ships fly behind the jump gates instead of just going right through them.
Entering system. Black hole sun.
Because when I first started playing X4, they went straight through them. If I remember correctly, I feel like they would go right through them instead of going behind, and then they started going behind them instead. I thought if somebody, maybe it's Retro that knew why it changed.
Entering
Well, that time
system.
it went straight through, but
Windfall.
makes no sense. How did it end up way over here? That's the gate it came through, but it ended up way over here. All right. Okay. It's no big deal, if you remember or not. I'm just a little... No, that was not the button I wanted. I'm a little curious about it. Teleport to. Alright, let's get up here. Save the game again. I need about 100 million credits so I can buy Arbor Fleet. Because right now, if I buy the 7 Kukuris I can buy, I mean, it's not going to be enough. It's going to use up all my money. I can't do anything else. Yeah. Which part sounds like a bug? The fact that they go behind it, or there was a bug with them flying straight through, so they changed to go behind? Because that sounds familiar. But I don't know. I don't know enough. Don't remember. Let's back up a little bit. Just go to 5 kilometers. Try and stay out of range of any of their plasma weapons. I feel like they could, and they used to. But now, they don't. I mean, if I'm flying them, it goes straight through. Because I take straight through, but if it's an NPC flying it, usually they'll come up to the ring, and they'll go around behind it, and then like a remote jump. Sure, what I'm doing does not make a lot of sense, but I'm keeping the entire station in my view so I can see if at any point in time plasma weapons are being fired at me from the station, while also getting myself aligned to the quickest part of the station to destroy. And now we're going to mark it as hostile.
You call yourself a pilot?
We cannot tolerate your actions. Stop your attack immediately. We'll now suffer the consequences.
This is Sector Security. Comms channel open.
Reporting an attack against the station.
Confirm. Criminal record has been updated.
Explosion imminent.
I'll make sure you regret that.
Let's put these on.
Incoming missile.
Why are you shooting at me?
Danger. Incoming missile. Danger.
Missile defense is not working. More missile defense.
Incoming missile. Danger.
That didn't work yet. A bit too late.
Incoming missile.
There we go. Got one of them.
Danger.
Missiles aren't doing enough damage to prevent since
Incoming
enemies.
missile. Danger. Explosion imminent.
We're taking hits.
Incoming missile.
Affirmative.
Oh no, I did not see that. I should get an Evosoft Discord. Why aren't I in it?
Incoming missile.
1 meter and 6 months. Wow. That's huge.
Incoming missile.
I hope they post pictures. I'll have to go join that after the stream today. Maybe I'm in there and I'm got it on YouTube. I mute a lot of the servers I am in because there's just so much happening.
Stop your attacking. Well, now something.
This is Silver Security. I'll channel open.
Reporting attack against the station.
Confirmed. Criminal record has been updated.
Oh wow.
Danger.
That's gonna be awesome. Alright, lost one of Sokka. And I've lost my shields. Nope, having all 3 ships here is not helping me. And I just don't see how 7 Kukuris are going to make a difference at this point.
Incoming missile. Danger.
Stop your attacking. Well, now something.
This is Silver Security. I'll channel open.
Danger.
Reporting an attack against the station.
Acknowledged. Criminal record has been updated.
Danger.
That, my friend, was not smart.
Incoming missile. Danger. Oh, critical.
Yeah. Alright. Not having any good luck here. So, change of strategy. I'm going to have to go hunt down some bounties. Man. I really want the Astrid. Maybe this wasn't the quickest way to get the Astrid. Maybe I should have sided against the twins. Let's go look at the bounty board. $5 million for the 9 or the I. Tharka's Cascade. That's not a place I want to go, is it? Yeah. I'll get chewed up in there. Let's go to Most Wanted. Wretched Skies. 5. Family 5. Alright, where's that at? Was it 4 or 5? 5. Double check that. Yep, 5, family 5. Oh gosh. No, I don't have time for that. Alright, we'll have to do that next time. I'm gonna go and wrap it up for tonight. I got early morning tomorrow. Thank you all for stopping by and watching. Sorry we didn't get the Astro tonight. We're gonna try and get that before too long, next week, hopefully. Gotta get some more money. I may just spend a lot of time trying to make money on stream. I may do some off stream, so that I can just come in next week and buy the ships that we need to take out this farm station. So until then, we'll be back here tomorrow with continuing the Baldur's Gate playthrough, and then Thursday and Friday with Starfield. Which, Nister, have you seen any Starfield yet? Real quick, before you head out. Or are you avoiding Starfield? I don't remember. I think Retro's avoiding Starfield for now. But Starfield, highly recommend. Highly recommend it. But until then, thank you all for stopping by. Thanks for chatting. We'll see you next time. You've seen a bit. Okay. What do you think so far? Not avoiding specifically. Okay. That's fine. Okay. All right. I'll chat with you some more on Discord in a little while. Everybody have a good night. We'll see you next time.